What's up everyone, I'm Damian Reed and I'm back with another 2 Minute Tuesday. This is the second episode of 2 Minute Tuesdays, and if you missed last week's episode, there's a link in the description. My role as a private game server evangelist is to talk about private game servers and the many amazing benefits that come with them. That's where this series comes into play, as I wanted to create a video series that was informative, fun and easy to digest. If you haven't guessed it already by the title, I'm covering each subject in just 2 minutes. Moving on to this week's subject, peer-to-peer is not free. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock, let's go! Peer-to-peer is a method used by game studios to orchestrate their online multiplayer experience. It's chosen by so many game studios due to there being practically no upfront costs associated with this solution. Typically, peer-to-peer is software based and utilises the consumer's hardware to manage the consumer's experience. We're talking about gaming PCs, Xboxes, PlayStations, you get the idea. Instead of players connecting individually to dedicated game servers, each player connects to each other, creating a web of connections. Peer-to-peer works best when there is a relatively small number of players connected to each other. Each player has a good and stable internet connection and they are geographically near each other. This never happens, or at least not very often, because there is such a small operating window for peer-to-peer to be any good. Players will often experience lag, disconnections, host migrations, player ghosting and so much more. Peer-to-peer isn't great, but game studios use it as it is believed by quite a few people to be free and cost effective. But for the reason I just mentioned above, it isn't free at all. Players expect good online experiences, and when they start experiencing lag and various other issues, they'll get frustrated. With so many competing games, game studios can expect to lose the inquisitive, new to franchise and casual gamers first. Game studios are then left with die-hard fans and hardcore gamers, but with less and less players in lobbies, even some of these groups will start to leave. This means that if there were to be any discounts or flash sales of the game, sales will be impacted as less players are currently playing the game. Who wants to play a game that no one's playing? What's worse, due to smaller numbers of concurrent players, less DLC and expansion packs will be purchased, costing the game studios money. With private game servers, there is no cost. Players have a better online experience, and so they will play the game for longer. This results in a longer shelf life and more profit gained from flash sales, DLC and expansion packs. If you want to know more about private game servers and can't wait until next week, hit the link in the description, which will take you to the business pages of GPORTAL. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I've been Damian Reed, this has been 2 Minute Tuesdays, see you next week.